Hi, I'm Kay from Kay's Wigs. Thank you so much for joining me for my wig review for this stunning wig called Forte by Belle Tress from the Luxe SE collection in the beautiful color Peanut Butter Chocolate R. Before we start, I would like to say a big thank you to Wig Studio One for sending me this piece so I can review it for you. If you're interested in this piece, use my code K30, which will give you an amazing 30% off at Wig Studio One. So let's start with the color Peanut Butter Chocolate R. I think it's a stunning, very natural looking brunette. So it has a deep chocolate brown root, and then you have this kind of warm peanut buttery tones in here, and you have caramel and honey highlights. If you're interested in the color code, we have 22730 plus 4. And I think these highlights just add a bit of like vibrancy to not just to the color but to your face as well. And I do think it would suit most skin tones. Here's the color outside, so hopefully that will give you an idea of what this color looks like outside in the natural light. Indoors, I don't have any artificial lights on, only natural light coming from windows from the front and side. So let's talk about Forte. As you can see, it's a longer piece, but it has layers. So the front layers frame your face beautifully, and then you have more and more layers here, and it just gives you that kind of waterfall effect. Let me show you Forte from all sides. Forte is from the Luxe SE collection, so that means you get a cap that has all the bells and whistles that you possibly could want in a wig. So it has a super extended lace front, and I will show you the cap construction in a minute. A mono top, so that means you can part it wherever you like in the section where the mono top is, and that will give you that very natural looking part line. You also have a mainly hand tied cap. That means the fibers were sewn in one by one, so they move independently from one another, which will give you the most natural movement. And then you have some covered wefts at the back. Let's look at this lace front. This lace front is stunning. Bearing in mind this is a darker color. Look how natural this looks. And it runs all the way round the ear tabs. So here are the ear tabs, and they are not your normal ear tabs, they're like silicone covered. There you go. Metal stays in them, so you can mold them to your head shape, and then they sit really nicely and flush. And you have that really natural hairline all the way down here, so you can have your hair pulled back. Same on the other side. Let's look at this mono top. So I have dark hair underneath it, but even so, I think you can see how well that part line is done. Very natural, not thickly threaded at all. I have changed the parting on this wig. That's all I've done. So when it first came out of the box, the part was here, and I will put a picture of what it looked like straight out of the box here, and I just like my part more slightly off center. So I just sprayed some water where I wanted the part to be, and then put some heat on it with a hairdryer. So let's talk about the fit. I have a 21.5-inch circumference, and straight out the box I did not have to move the adjusters. It fits me really well. The adjusters are about halfway in, so there is room to widen it and room to tighten it. I have a little bit of gapping in the back, so I do think it would fit a 22-inch, and it definitely would fit a smaller circumference than mine as well. But please check that with Wig Studio One to ensure that it would fit you and that it would fit you comfortably, as I have no way of measuring it except from how it sits on my head. So let's look at the cap construction. We have a mono top, so you can part it wherever you like in that space and get that very natural part line. You then have a very extended lace front. So that means it runs all the way down the sides and around the ear tabs. So a really natural hairline, which means you can pull back the fibers on the sides and it will still look like hairs growing out of your scalp there. You have silicone covered ear tabs and they are very small and thin. So they give you a really flush look. So you won't have any bulk here. Very natural looking. You have metal stays in them so you can mold them to your head shape. You have a hand-tied cap, but you do have some covered wefts at the back here. And then you have an extended velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. And there is a little bit of stretch in this cap. Let's talk about a density. I hope you can see this is a low density piece. This is a very natural looking piece. If you're like me and you don't like volume here at the top, you like the wig sitting quite close to your head, then this wig is for you. There is no permatease here that I can feel. Having said that, I don't think it's too thin. I think it's just very believable density. So if I show you the ponytail, you can get an idea of the density, I think. I'll show you from the side here. So let's talk about the fibers. Now, these fibers are heat-friendly fibers, as we are used to from Belle Tress. These feel incredibly soft straight out of the box. Now, I had this on for about 2 hours now. Been outside with it. Have played with it. There was a little bit of wind. So far, there's no tangling. So hopefully that will continue like that. So at this moment in time, I'm impressed with how little tangling there is, bearing in mind this is a longer heat-friendly style. Styling, now heat-friendly fibers. So you can straighten out this piece more if you wanted to. As you can see, there are a few flips here and there. And if you just want it dead straight, you can just add more heat to it, straighten it out more. Or obviously you can also add waves, curls, ringlets, whatever it is you want to this piece as well. If you don't want to do any of it, you can have, as I just shown you, a ponytail. Very lovely one. Nice for when you just want to get it off your neck. Side pony. Adorable. Let's have a look what it looks like half up, half down. Which you can do because of that super extended lace front. You don't need to worry about the cap showing at all, but I still like the front pieces coming out. That's just how I prefer to wear my half up, half down. Simple looks. You can have a tuck and you can have it on both sides. And again, you can see how low the density is. Easy to tuck. The ears are not sticking out at all. Just move the front layer back, clip it back like this. Wear it with a headband, either just put in like this, always cute. Or, as I said, because of that super extended lace front, you can just pull it all back like that. I can move it up a bit, like that. If you want to go a bit more bohemian, pop in a headband like this, just over the top. So we have come to the end of my review. Thank you again to Wig Studio One for sending me this piece to review. Don't forget to use my code K30, which will give you an amazing 30% off. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube at KWearsWigs. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope I see you very soon. Bye.